my name is Eva and welcome to this channel. Today I'm going to be talking about a type of hormonal birth control which is talked about less than birth control pills or nowadays the IUD, and that is the ring. So like I said, it is a hormonal birth control, but instead of the pill where you have to take it every day, you put this plastic ring up your vagina once a month, and that is pretty freaking convenient. There are a bunch of other awesome things about the ring, so be sure to watch the entirety of the video to get some really sweet facts. So, it releases two types of hormones, estrogen and progestin. And these two hormones work together to make sure you don't get pregnant in 3 different ways. For one, it helps prevent your body from releasing an egg. No egg being released, it cannot meet a sperm, and you cannot get pregnant. Another thing that it does is thickens the mucus on your cervix. So that means that it slows sperm down from traveling up to meet the egg. And the third thing that it does is thins the lining of your uterus, which is where if an egg is released and it does meet a sperm, it'll latch on and it'll start growing a baby. So when the lining is super thin, it'll be less likely to stay latched. With all these good things, it does not prevent STIs, so make sure that if you are using the ring to double up and use an internal or external condom. So how effective is the ring? It is really effective. With perfect use, it is 99% effective, and with typical use, it is 92 to 97% effective. How can this be true? It's super simple. You only have to put it in once a month. That is true. So you put it in within 5 days of getting your period, and you are protected from pregnancy right away. And then you leave it in for 21 days, which is 3 weeks, and then you take it out and you get your period on the 4th week. You can also choose to keep it in, but be sure to talk to your doctor if that is what you want to do. If you mix up the timing, there are a couple things you can do. First, read the instructions on your packet for your particular ring. Next thing you can do is use a backup form of birth control, and then talk to your doctor if you're feeling distressed. So how much does it cost? It can cost up to $30 a month at a pharmacy or $10 a month at your local Planned Parenthood. It can also cost less if you have any type of health coverage from where you work, your parents, your university, so be sure to check that out. How do you use it? It'll actually be pretty intuitive if you're already using a menstrual cup or internal condoms. You just fold it up, stick it up your vagina, use your index finger to push it up. Don't worry about it going too far. Your cervix is a mighty beast, and the hole in your cervix is too small to fit this, and then you leave it in. To take it out, you're gonna hook your finger and pull it out. So pretty simple. What about the side effects? So because it is a hormonal birth control similar to the birth control pill, you're going to see similar side effects. So nausea, spotting, sore breasts, but you're actually less likely to get side effects because the ring has hormones that are more localized to your reproductive region. You will also get all of the awesome advantages of the birth control pill, meaning that your periods are more likely to get lighter, less painful, and more regular, and you may see improvement in acne that you might have. Another question is about, can a partner feel my Nuvaring if we're having penetrative sex? And most people say their partners can't feel it, but it won't interfere with sex or pleasure because it's pretty far up there. You can actually take it out as long as you don't leave it out for more than 3 hours. It really is that simple. There's no, you have to go to the doctors and get it put in like an IUD or an implant. It's super simple to use, but you don't have to worry about it as much as the birth control pill. Thank you so much for watching this video. I have an extra special thank you over to the Planned Parenthood over in Washington who sent me this ring demonstrator as part of their birth control educator kit. So it has so many different types of birth control options that if you are a sex educator, looks like this, that you can use to demonstrate to people when you're talking about birth control and sexual health. We have an internal condom, birth control pills, a phallus if you're doing any condom demonstrations, and a whole bunch more. If you want to learn more about the birth control educator kit, I will have a link in the description, and if you have any sort of center or do any sort of sexual health educating, you should definitely check it out. That is all for me. Follow me on my social medias on Twitter and Instagram, linked in the description. Subscribe if you aren't already, and have a lovely day.